What is up, you guys? Welcome back to Beauty with Allie. So glad to be here with you guys again. Have really missed you since we've been apart. Today I want to film a nighttime skincare routine video. Just kind of show you guys what I do at night and a few of the products that I use when I'm taking off my makeup. I put on my makeup early in the morning and then I wear it all throughout work and school, and then I go to the gym after school and work. So I wear my makeup through a lot of stuff all day. So I just kind of want to show you what I do to make sure that my skin is really cleansed and that all my pores are clean, and just kind of what has helped me. The past year or so I've gone through quite the skincare journey. I always had pretty clear skin my whole life, and then end of my senior year my skin started to break out really bad. I feel like throughout my life I would have breakouts here and there like that pretty typically, but the end of my senior year it started to get really bad all on my forehead, and then it just wasn't going away. So I tried everything. I updated my skincare routine and would get new stuff and ask people's opinions and try everything that they were doing, and I ended up just wasting all my money because I was just trying out so many different things to try to get my skin to clear up. So it ended up being a good 5 months of having just really bad skin. I'll put in a picture here of kind of what that was like for me, but I ultimately visited a dermatologist in August of last year, and I was like, I don't know what else to do. I feel like I've tried everything. I had tried topicals and pills and everything, and my skin wasn't clearing up. So we decided to go with a low-dose Accutane, which I had never heard of before, and I feel like a lot of people don't actually know what that is. But essentially what it is instead of taking 2 Accutane pills a day, where your skin purges a lot in the first month, and your skin, it's really bad for some of your internal organs, and just some of the worst side effects from Accutane come from the normal dosage. So I was really nervous to go on Accutane, and my doctor recommended low-dose Accutane, and instead of 2 pills a day, it's 1 pill every other day for the first month or month and a half. So I did Accutane for about 5 months, and then my skin has been seriously has never been this good in my life. And right now I have a little I have one little guy up here and then another little guy right here. But one of my biggest tips has been to not pop things unless they have a head, and unless I have treatments that I can put directly on them afterwards. But yeah, pretty much I try not to touch my skin too often, and I try not to pop things if they're not ready to be popped, and I just try to take good care of my skin and always remember to wash my face at night. And I just do a light rinse of my face in the morning before I put on any makeup, so I'm not drying out my skin by washing it too much. But as for now, I usually only use Cetaphil cleanser, and then I'll use Aveda products after I cleanse my face. But I am gonna be using the Image Skincare Balancing Facial Cleanser tonight. My best friend Brooklyn and I love Image a lot, and I think it pairs really well with Aveda, so I actually can't afford any of these products. So I just use basic Cetaphil cleanser and lotion at home, and my skin has really thrived with it. But when I want to really treat myself and I'm with my friend Brooklyn, who has all the products, I use Image and Aveda and all that good stuff. So I'm just going to show you my really lavish skincare routine tonight. So this is something, all of these products would be a super great option if you're willing to splurge for your skincare, but Cetaphil is also a great option for people that are more on a budget. So let's get right into it. I'm gonna wash my face right now. Okay, I hope you really enjoyed watching me wash my face like that. If my sleeves are not all the way up past my elbows, my shirt gets absolutely soaking wet, so that's really exciting. I'm just gonna go straight into kind of what I put on my face after I wash it. Also, I know a lot of people wash their face differently. For me, I like to put on a pump of the cleanser and then lather it up in my hands really good, and then just run my hand underwater really fast. And then I do circular motions. So I count to 5, I do 5 circular motions, and then I do 5 circular motions, and then I get off my mascara and my eye makeup and I go 5. So I do pretty much 15 circular motions on my face overall. So that's kind of how I wash my face. I just feel like I like my face to be as clean as it can, and I don't want to go in and wash my face again after to make sure I get all my makeup off. So I just like to really thoroughly cleanse it, and that's what works best for me. So I like to take, once I'm done washing my face, some of the Aveda Botanical Kinetics exfoliant, and I just pump. It's a liquid, so I pump it into the palm of my hand, kind of splashes everywhere, and I just rub it in my palms and then pat it into my skin. But it kind of is a refreshing, almost like a toner, but almost not. But I feel like it just helps me to wipe off those top little bits of dirt in my skin that might still be there from when I loosened it when I washed it. So that's what I put on my face first. And then I like to use Aveda's Tulasara Bright Serum. This really has helped me with my acne scarring. I feel like with Accutane, I already got rid of a lot of my scarring, but I still have some random ones on certain parts of my face, so I just really like to focus that. And I just take small massaging movements and really get that into my face. And I feel like it really does, it deserves to be called bright, because I just feel like it makes my skin feel a lot dewier and just brighter overall. So it's really awesome. I really like it. So when I'm going ham, I like to just use pretty much everything that I can. I would use, honestly, I just like to go really overboard with when I'm doing a thorough cleansing and care routine. I like to use just pretty much anything I can get my hands on. Obviously you don't want to go overboard on product on a normal basis, just because you don't want to overboard your skin and clog your pores, because you can still clog your pores with good products. So just keeping that in mind, I like to just treat this as like a spa night routine and just like really go ham and use everything that I can, and I feel like it helps my skin and it's a good like refresh like every once in a while. So next I'm going to go in with the Botanical Kinetics Hydrating Treatment Lotion, and I'm going to do kind of the same thing with this guy as I did with the exfoliant, and it's a liquid too, so I'll just kind of like squirt some of that into my hands and then rub that in my palms and pat this guy into my face. I feel like this just really gets in the skin. With this stuff, you can rinse it off like a few minutes after, but I have just kind of like figured out a certain way that works for me, and a lot of the masks with Aveda, I just sleep with them on, so I get like a really intense hydrating treatment done because I don't do this like as often. So I just like let my skin really take in that hydration, and then I just make sure I rinse my face really good in the morning to make sure that it's not all stuck in my pores. And then I like to go in with the Botanical Kinetics All Sensitive Lotion. If you have like oilier skin, I would only use a little bit of this guy, but for me after Accutane my skin is like on the drier side, so I just like to take like 2 like pea-sized little squirts of this guy, and then I make sure that I apply it to my face and my T-zone really well. That's where I get the most dry, is like the top of my nose right here and like my T-zone right here. But then I also make sure that I bring it a little bit down my neck. That's another thing I always forgot, like before I had that really bad skin, was to take care of your neck too, because your neck is one of the first things that can age on your body, so it can get like some of those wrinkles really early on if you don't take good care of it. So the last thing that I like to do, this isn't in its like original container, but this is the Aveda Toning Mist, and I just like to keep it in this like small little guy because it comes in a big bottle without a sprayer, so I just refill this guy and it works good. But I just like to do like 3 to 5 sprays of this, kind of like this. And I have to hold that one really far away because it blasts me right in the face every time. So then with this one I just lightly pat it in because I want it to still be like on my face. I don't want it to like fully go straight into my pores, because this one is good to kind of like fan your face, really treat yourself. And that is the last thing I like to use. I don't have this with me right now, but I always, the last thing I do before I go to bed is make sure I have like either a lip mask on or just a really hydrating lip balm. Right now I'm using the EOS chapsticks, which are like one of my favorites. I also just really like Burt's Bees, and there's another one that I like too, but I can't remember it. But just find something that works really good for you and stick to that. I think every time I kind of switch up my chapstick, my lips like almost like peel and shed a little bit. It's kind of weird. I don't know if that's happened to anyone else, but I like to just find something that works for me and just really stick to that, so then my lips stay in really good hydration as well, because Accutane really dried out my lips too, so I've been trying to save them. Anyway, so yeah, this is what I do when I really am treating my skin and really taking care of it, giving it that good hydration after just using my normal skincare routine for like maybe a week or a week and a half. I like to go in with this and just kind of really treat my skin. And then like I said, sticking to keeping my lips healthy and always hydrated with a good chapstick has been really helpful for me too. So thanks so much for watching. It's been a real pleasure. I will miss you guys. I'm sure I'm gonna see you so soon, so I'll see you guys when I see you. Bye.